Hi, I'm Steve Ramirez. We're down at Icon Collective in downtown LA. So let's get started. Now for this episode, I'm going to be looking briefly at vocal production. Obviously, vocal production is a huge thing, but I'm just going to show you some basic techniques that you can do. Now for the purpose of this, I've actually recorded a vocal previously because I didn't want to get into the whole thing of showing you, all the recording stuff. I want to show you how to deal with a vocal once it's recorded. Maybe we can do that in another issue sometime. I've actually recorded myself, so excuse the quality. I'm not the best vocalist. I don't profess to be a vocalist, and also, it's just the line I've used, the hook I've used, it goes along with the previous inspiration from the video that Mark's currently creating, Subatomic Life. So here we go. What we've got is 6 vocal channels. So we have 2 high, we've got the mid vocal double tracked, and then we've got the low vocal double tracked, 6 vocals. So what we're going to do is actually go through each one, find the best take of each one, piece them all together. We only need one of this hook. We're going to piece them all together. We're going to pan them out, spread them out. I'm going to show you compression techniques. I'm going to show you grouping techniques, etc. So let's get started. Okay, so here we have, as I said, excuse this, it's kind of rough. So that's the idea, with our groove that we've already got. So I'm going to mute everything apart from the vocals now, so we can actually start working on the vocal. There we go. I'm actually going to solo the first vocal. We're going to zoom in here. And we're going to, actually I can zoom in a bit further. Subatomic Life. You can hear that that's the, let me zoom out of there. Subatomic Life. Subatomic Life. So that's the high vocal. Subatomic Life. So let's have a listen to that. We can zoom in again there. Let's go through this and actually pick the best take. Subatomic Life. Subatomic Life. Subatomic Life. That's quite nice. Subatomic Life. I think the third one's the best. We'll keep that. Subatomic Life. Let's erase the rest of them. Okay, down to the next vocal. So. Subatomic Life. Nope. Subatomic Life. Nope. Subatomic Life. Nope. Subatomic Life. That's quite nice. All right, it's the third and fourth between those two. So let's keep those two. I'll erase everything else around there. Okay, next vocal. It's the laborious process of comping the vocals and listening to all the vocals you've done and getting the best one. Subatomic Life. Oh yeah. Subatomic Life. Getting all Barry White. Subatomic Life. That's quite good. Subatomic Life. So it's number 3 on that one. Definitely get better towards the end of the take, for sure. Again, down to the next vocal. This is the second low vocal, the double track. Subatomic Life. Oh no, it's completely out of key. Subatomic Life. Barry's gone out of key again. Subatomic Life. No, that's not good. Subatomic Life. That's a nice one. Okay, so we got number 4 on that one. Okay, see what we're doing here. We're just going through each vocal, getting the best take. Subatomic Life. That's nicer. Subatomic Life. Oh, he's out of key. Subatomic Life. That's not too bad. Subatomic Life. That's probably quite good, the last one. Subatomic Life. Actually, the first one's quite nice. Subatomic Life. Subatomic Life. Maybe that's straighter, so we'll go for number 3. Subatomic Life. Okay, cool. And finally, the last vocal, we'll look at this. Subatomic Life. Nope. Subatomic Life. Nope. Subatomic Life. Yep, tune is nice, time is nice. Subatomic Life. Oh, that's quite nice as well. So let's actually take number 4 on this one. Life. We'll take the last one. Okay, so we'll zoom out of that. What we'll do next is actually take all the vocals now, because we only need one of these, so we'll go to there, move that one over, move that one over, move that one over there. Okay, move this one over here. Now we've got a choice of two here, so I'll maybe just take one of these, see what it all sounds like. Let's cycle around this section here. Just make sure.
Subatomic.
Take that solo off.
Subatomic life.
That's pretty tight. You can hear it's pretty tight. So let's zoom in on that.
Subatomic life. Subatomic life. Subatomic.
Pretty damn tight, really. So let's go in now and actually just sort of do some further editing. What we want to do on each one, if we zoom in on each one, is actually take off. We can zoom in there to a higher thing. We can actually take off all the little breaths at the beginning there and all the little noises, maybe stretch out the, make sure we've got a natural decay to it there, work on that level. Now, you can see the waveform there. You can see that the next waveform, if I zoom out of this, you see that the next waveform actually lines up pretty well here. So you can see that my timing's pretty good. Not bad, eh? So, again, we'll take the breath off of this, the beginning. We'll actually leave the natural decay on here. Like that. Now, you can see here, we've got a slight, tiny bit of a timing issue now, and we can actually deal with this in a way that's quite interesting. Where you're going to use the time stretching algorithm within Logic. I'm sure you guys already know or are familiar with time stretching, but what we can do is actually cut out, it's an interesting thing. You can see that this little syllable here isn't quite as long as that one, so we can actually stretch this portion of the vocal to match this area here by simply holding Alt, pulling out until you're happy. You can see the waveform stretching as we go along. We can actually then, there we go. Now this is really being anal, and also we've got this section here which is a little bit too long, so let's stretch this down a bit. You can see the, hold Alt again, or Option, sorry, and you can see the actual waveform shrinking. So, and we can listen to these together now. And you can do that on a syllable kind of level. If you've got a word or a specific phrase that's out of time, you can literally go into that phrase and you can cut that phrase up and you can move it around. Now we're using Logic 8 here. In 9, it's actually, there's a great feature in 9 called Flex Time. Hopefully I'll show you that at some point, but this is, because we're using Logic 8, this is a great way to show you. And also this could possibly apply to another digital audio workstation as well. You know, if you're using Cubase or whatever, I'm sure there's similar features in there. So, you know, you can apply that to whatever you're working in.
Subatomic life, subatomic life.
So there you go, you can see here. And what we can do as well as we go along is actually put little fades at the end of as well of these audio files. Fade them out. We can use a little crossfade tool here, and we can go in and put a little fade on there. Make sure you get a natural decay. You can have a little fade at the intro as well. You know, this is really sort of anal stuff. Okay, down to the next one. Let's zoom in on that. Let's take this little breath off there. Again, let's pull out this decay. Let's have a look at how it lines up to the next waveform. It's pretty tight. You can see that. Let me move this along, scroll along. Little breath off the intro. I've actually moved that now. No, that's not right, Dean, is it? No. So let's pull this out. And let's check the two together in terms of timing. They look pretty good to me. There's no timing issues there. What we can do again is put a little crossfade on the end to make sure we've got a little natural decay. We got rid of the, we can put a little crossfade on the intro to make sure we don't get any clicks there. Okay, and then we can listen to these two together now, make sure.
Subatomic life, subatomic life.
Nice, okay, that's pretty tight. Again, let's go in here, and the next vocal, we're going to, again, we'll zoom in on this, show you, we'll take off this little breath. We'll pull out the decay a little bit on there, make sure that's right. Again, we'll do the same with this while we're at it. Pull that out. We'll come in here. There we go, take that little breath off there. Oh, no, I think it's because it's a comp channel. Okay, we'll cut it then. Okay, let's cut that there, let's erase that there. Okay, erase that there, we're working on this one here, let's cut this one. We'll get rid of that intro there. Again, let's check that the two files are actually similar. And I think they look pretty good to me. So, next lot, let's make sure you haven't kind of cut off any of the